And to put a bow on it, Next Gen Stats saying that traveled an even 66 yards in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it,
I'd keep going back to him.
On second down, here's Mixon. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Early on, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
23 yards to pick up there. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon as running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Burrow, eluding the pressure right. Out route, and he connects with Freiermuth. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Joe Mixon, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have cut it back within a score. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Another run here with Dobbins. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, second down. This defense for the Steelers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Play action. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Andrews. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Jackson going to keep it running right. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens will take over here just shy of the 30. Wait a second, that's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. And some room to work. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he is going to have the Steelers' 1st down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down.
Well, they picked up the 1st down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
Throwing on 2nd down. Burrow. He finds Pickens over the middle. Down inside the 10. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. Ouch. Could have been a game-tying touchdown. He'll have to hold on that at least for now.
Ouch in a big way. Like ripping the Band-Aid off there. Can they let the sting subside and come back and get it done?
He gets it left side to Johnson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that will bring up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Joe Mixon with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore